Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're tackling something tricky, pride versus ego.
Yeah, they get mixed up all the time, don't they?
They really do. We've been looking at pride versus ego, defining differences from knowledge is king.
Mm-hmm. A great source for this.
Our aim here is to, give you some clarity, help you spot the difference between like healthy self-respect and that kind of detrimental self-absorption.
That quicksand, as you put it.
Exactly. Okay, let's dive in.
So the absolute core idea, which the source really nails, is that pride is essentially self-respect without the ego.
Self-respect minus ego. Okay.
Think of it like this. Pride is that quiet internal nod when you know you've done something well. Ego needs a loudspeaker. It needs everyone else to know, too.
Right, right. So one's internal, the other's looking outward. The source really emphasizes that pride stems from your own sense of worth. You don't need the applause.
Exactly. It's about your internal scoreboard, like you said. Pride gets its fuel from self-approval from within. Ego, though, it's always scanning the room, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking for validation, needing that external thumbs up to feel okay.
Gotcha. Different fuel sources, so they drive different things. The source had that line, ego seeks to impress, pride seeks to progress. That's quite neat.
It is. It captures the motivation perfectly.
Can you give us a quick picture of that, how it looks in real life?
Sure. Think about maybe two people working on a project. The ego-driven person might constantly talk about their contributions, maybe subtly put others down. Needs to look good.
Okay, yeah.
Pride-driven person, they're focused on doing good work, learning, improving the project itself. The satisfaction comes from the work, the progress.
That makes it really clear. So what's underneath all that? What's the foundation for each?
Well, the source says pride is rooted in self-love. Ego is rooted in insecurity. It's fundamental.
Self-love versus insecurity. Wow.
Yeah. If you genuinely feel okay about yourself, you believe in your own worth, that's pride operating. Ego kind of rushes in to fill the gap when that inner confidence is shaky. It tries to build you up from the outside in.
By getting others to believe in you because you don't quite believe in yourself.
That's a good way to put it, yeah.
So how does this actually manifest? How do we see it day to day?
Okay, so behaviorally, pride values inner strength. Ego values outward appearances.
Inner strength versus outward appearances.
So the person with pride might learn a language just because they love it. The ego might push someone to buy the flashiest car to, signal status.
Substance versus flash makes sense. The source also mentioned ego seeks dominance, pride seeks dignity, and something about individuality versus conformity.
Right. Pride celebrates individuality. Ego seeks conformity. That's another layer.
Tell me more about that. Seems important.
Well, ego often feels threatened if someone else shines. So it either needs to be the best, the dominant one, or it needs everyone to be the same so there's no uncomfortable comparison.
Ugh, okay. Doesn't like difference.
Not really. Pride, because it's rooted in that self-acceptance, is more comfortable. It respects that people are different, have their own paths. It's about maintaining your own integrity, your dignity.
And what about when things inevitably go sideways? Failure, setbacks?
Oh, this is crucial. The source states, ego fears failure. Pride embraces growth. Huge difference.
How so?
If you're coming from pride, a mistake isn't the end of the world. It's data. It's, okay, what can I learn here? How can I adjust?
A chance to grow.
Exactly. But if ego's running the show, failure feels devastating.
Yeah.
It's a direct hit to that fragile sense of self that relies on looking successful.
Oof. Yeah, that sounds painful. Okay, let's crystallize this. Can you give us the super quick contrast again?
Sure. Pride. Think humble confidence.
Yeah.
Ego. More like arrogant insecurity.
Okay.
Pride finds satisfaction in personal growth itself. Ego demands the applause, needs the external reward.
Right. So the absolute key takeaway, it seems, is the source of your self-worth. Is it internal or external?
That's precisely it. Inside job for pride, outside job for ego. Understanding that difference is pretty powerful for navigating yourself and your interactions.
Definitely. So maybe it's something for you listening to chew on. Where does your own sense of value really come from, inside or out? And, how does that maybe shape how you act and see the world? Worth thinking about.
Absolutely.
Thanks for exploring this with us today.